Today we have an Acer motherboard, kind of ubiquitous from the 90s, and we're going to video generically how to set one of these up for testing. So you need to make sure you have the right kind of memory. The tabs for the memory are old, and they're brittle, and they're fragile. So get it aligned correctly. There should be a little bit of force, maybe 1 or 2 pounds of force. Any more than that, you're probably doing it wrong and you're about to break something. Now, this is the zero insertion force processor socket. The lever comes up and it's supposed to go in without any force. The processor has a kind of a pyramid notch, and the socket's got a pyramid notch. Those need to match, and the pins should be all straight and line up. And what you do is just kind of wiggle a little bit and you feel it sink into the processor socket, and then you can lower that. And if you look on the left like this and it's not all the way in, you got to start over. So I wiggled it some more, and now it's in much better. I'm lowering that. We're going to put the cooling fan on it. They run hot, they got to have a fan. If you're going to do this permanently, you want to put some thermal grease between the heat sink and the processor. But we're just doing this for testing right now. These never been easy for me to get on. Okay, that's it. You get one side hooked first. Then the other side. There, I did it. Now, these cables have got to line up with pin 1. So you can look on the bottom and see that some of these solder points will be square, and that's true for most of the boards. And there ought to be some kind of indicator on the top, and the square ones will be pin 1. And so I see a 1 and a 2 there. So this one is the printer port. It goes to 1 and 2. And here's the serial ports. The red line goes to pins 1. Okay, now the power supply, these inline ones, the black always goes toward the middle so that this groups of black wires match up to each other. And we'll put in a video card. And we'll attach a keyboard if we want to. For this test, I just want to see if it gets video and if the keyboard port works. Alright, we're going to energize the power supply, and hopefully something comes up on this monitor. And it does. Okay, I'm going to test the keyboard. I'm going to hit the F1 key on the keyboard. And kind of arrow around. All right, this motherboard is tested good for video and keyboard working, which is most of the problem people have. Can't get the video working.